Hi guys, it's Miss Simon again. So I wanted to do this video to help show you what you guys are going to be doing in science today. So for science today, you guys are going to be doing the electric field hockey lab. That was in the science packet that I sent home with you guys last Monday. So if you have that packet, make sure you get it out and turn to the electric field hockey lab. If you were not here last Monday and you do not have that packet, then you can, I will post pictures of what that packet looks like below the link on the Google Classroom. So you guys can just write that information in your science spiral. So what you guys are gonna do is for the electric field hockey lab, go ahead and, like I said, have that out. So I'm going to show you what that worksheet looks like, and then we'll kind of go through that, and then I'll show you the website that you guys are going to be going through to complete it. So let me share my screen with you. Let's see. So your electric field hockey lab should look like this, okay? Looks like this at the top. Okay. It says, can you manipulate positive and negative charges to make a goal? Okay. So what you guys have learned or should have learned in those in the PowerPoint is that electric charges are a lot like that magnetic field that we've been talking about. So just like in magnetic field, electric field, positive and negative charges are going to attract each other, while as positive and positive are going to repel, and negative are going to repel. They don't want each other. So when we look at this before you begin, it says, in an electric field, what charges attract each other, what charges repel each other. So there, that's where you would type it, where you would write down in your, and just write right on that packet. What charges attract each other? Well, we know positive and negative charges are going to attract each other. Unlike charges are going to attract each other. And then what charges repel? Positive and positive are going to repel. Negative and negative are going to repel. Okay, so like charges are going to repel each other. So during this experiment, you're going to investigate the interactions of positive and negative charges. And you guys are going to do this just on your Chromebook. Okay, so it should work just fine for you. So you guys are just going to go through the procedure step by step on your own. So you're going to end up going to this website here, and I'll type in this website that we have here. I'll type that in. And it'll be a link at the bottom of the Google Classroom page. So when you go to it, the website is going to look like this. Let me share my other screen with you so you kind of get an understanding of what it's going to look like. Okay. It's going to look like this. Okay. And then when you look for it, okay, I know it looks a little overwhelming. You can hit this download button, and when you hit the download button, it'll pop up at the bottom here. It might tell you it's going to harm your computer. It's fine. Just hit keep. And when you hit keep, okay, it should finish loading. And when you click on it, then you should have something pop up that looks like this. Let me show you what it should look like when it pops up. It should look like this, okay? And with this, you can actually see and how to navigate it. So our puck is positively charged, and our goal is going to be to try and get that puck in the goal. So based on what we talked about positive and negative charges, what charges are you going to need to put down here so that positively charged puck is attracted to it? Well, if you said negative charges, you are correct, because like we said, negative charges are going to attract this positively charged puck. So I'm going to put some negative charges around here just so the puck is attracted to it. Okay. So as we can see, if we put these different negative charges, after I have the charges that I want down here, then I'm just going to hit start. And obviously for that one, I got a goal. Why? Well, we know that, again, the puck is positive, it's attracted to those negative charges, so it's going to end up going in the goal. Well, we can also see what happens if we were to, so when we want to clear it, you just hit clear and it all goes away. and reset. Now the puck's back. If we wanted to put these positive charges, we could see what would happen with these positive charges. So again, once you have all those down, just gonna hit start. And as we can see, it completely goes the other direction because it's being repelled from those positive charges. It doesn't want those positive charges. So if you do something like that, it's pretty simple. But then as you go, you can put charges everywhere and see kind of what's going to happen. So I can play around with it just like you guys can and see if you can kind of still make it into the goal. You can put as many positive, as many negative as you want. And then like I said, when you're ready, just hit start. And you can see it kind of goes everywhere still because it can't get past that positive charge. And as you go, okay, that was just our practice, but then you can change the difficulty. You have 1, and it'll put a bar in there for you that you gotta navigate around. 2, you end up with 2 bars. 3, you end up with 3 bars, big long bars. So I want you guys to play around with it, have some fun with it, see if you can still get that puck and that goal. Remember, the goal of this lesson here is to understand that that positive puck is gonna be attracted to those negative charges. So I'm going to kind of go back to the worksheet that you guys should have, just so I can kind of direct you guys how you should be filling that out. So let me see here. Go back to the screen. Okay. So as you go through, just like I showed you, you guys will just be filling that in as you go. Okay. So this one has to do with difficulty level 1. This one has to do with difficulty level 2. And this last one, number 5, is difficulty level 3. So as you go, you'll just draw pictures of what allowed you to score a goal in each one, whether those positive or those negatives, and just where you put them. These final 2 questions are questions that I'll put in a Google form, so you guys can type in and answer those questions for me, so I know that you completed that. You can feel free to write them on these lines, but then just type them in that Google form so I can look at the answers that you got. So describe the difference in how you use positive and negative charges to move the puck. So what charges attracted your puck to the goal? Obviously, we know it's going to be those negative charges. So you're going to say something along the lines of those negative charges are what attracted it to the goal, the positive charges repelled it. And then how did the distance the charge was from the puck affect the magnitude of the puck? So how does the distance affect how big the motion happens? Again, just like we talked about with a magnetic field, the closer the item is to the magnetic field, the stronger the charge is going to be. Okay, so if we have the closer that negative charge is to that positive puck, the greater force it's going to have. The farther away it is, the less of a force it's going to have. So that's kind of what those 2 questions are talking about. So those will be in a Google form for you guys to answer as well. So yeah, so this is kind of how this works. For the rest of science this week, I will be kind of posting the video with the slideshow in the background, and I'll be highlighting and telling what you guys, what to write kind of down in your notebooks so you're ready for that quiz on Friday. So let me know if this helps. Let me know if you have any questions or any trouble with the link, and I'll be happy to help you guys with that. So hope this is helpful, and see you guys soon.